Hey guys, hope you're ready to watch a video because we're about to get political in this one. Hey everybody, Kevin from the Wisconsin Rural Folk Society here today. This video is going to be a little more on the end of political, you could say. As you can see, quite a big change from last week's video. We got like 2-3 inches of snow. And of course I'm out here and about. And one announcement first. This will be my last video until Yule is done and over with. So about January is when I will start back up. There's a lot of things for Yule I need to get taken care of, and it's going to take time. There's a lot of other things that need to be put in motion and carefully examined over. So I'm going to take a break for a while. Obviously it snowed, so I'm going to be working on the Uller documentary as well. But anyways, we recently posted that we had a victory with a religious exemption, and the individuals that pretty much tried to deny it fought us really hard. My wife was in possible termination of her job in the field of medical, and now they enacted a policy saying any new hires will have to be fully vaccinated. So this is a very sensitive issue nowadays because we have heathens on both sides. Personally, it needs to be the choice of the individual, and that's what the religious exemption was. Now, I heard by federal law they cannot turn away your religious exemption, and I think maybe they found that out after a lawyer was consulted as well. Nice to say my wife is keeping her job, but they actually sent her something in the mail today saying she has to abide by these restrictions and do this and that, wear PPE all the time, things of that nature. And you're seeing a mass walkout from nurses, CNAs, and things like that lately. Followers of you could say, or Freya, or Frigg. Some people do consider those to be the archetypes of Frigg. So, one of the major questions we did ask was, how much do you get for a vaccinated employee? The answer was, I cannot undisclose that amount. So it's about money. They're getting money. Strangely enough, and as warped and weird, or maybe strange, I guess, as it sounds, the lawyer did mention that a constitutional right was being violated. As I said, it should be your choice of freedom, happiness, and whatever. Now, the Constitution is a really big difference with heathenry, depending on what section of heathenry you're from. But we'll get into that in another video. So this video is going to be titled Politics, and then the title below it. And we'll probably be doing a lot more of these. Basically, it took a few weeks. I had to talk to the individual at her job, and she just tried totally brushing me off by saying she read our website, she read everything. No, the website is more about the history and the culture. It's more about the education, but it does not reflect our moral compass. It does not really, dive into those things. That is more of a personal level thing that needs to be said, right? That's how I like to teach. I like to teach in person. I don't like to just sit here and post non-stop, even though there's posts on the site and page every day, or the page at least. I haven't updated the website in a while. We're probably going to get ready to do that again. But what this narrows down to is it should be the choice of the individual if they want to get vaccinated or not. Right now, we just figured there is not enough science. I feel pretty disrespected at the time, but now they're kind of just grinding their teeth about it. But it did all boil down to how much money Here we go. Here's the wind. How much money they make off of a vaccinated employee. And that's how we feel that it boiled down to, that materialistic value of basically a wage worker, wage slave, however you want to put it. I understand people got to work, but this is a good example of why you don't retreat. Even if you're in the danger of actually getting terminated, it would have been an unlawful termination on their end. And once they finally figured that out, they pretty much just sent us a letter in the mail saying, you have to abide by this now and do this. Tested every week and things of that nature. It also goes by your state guidelines as well. The state of Wisconsin barely has any. There is no federal law, there is no federal mandate for it. It's all interconnected in the state line. People will fight that very hard if it became more of a federal. If it is something federal, somebody please post up a link below and show me, and I will read it, and I will correct myself. But at this point in time, it either isn't or it shouldn't be. Now, the religious exemption is made for the people in Wisconsin, but I'm going to be working on another one. It's kind of a blank slate and a how-to guide, and hopefully to navigate what we learned and navigate these pitfalls. Every state's going to be different. If you get terminated, don't lay down. If you have to go find another job, do it, and then go after these people. It's going to take time, might take money, but one of the biggest things we said too is usually 3 to 5 to 10 years down the road, we always hear about how it was FDA approved, but you may be entitled to compensation from a lawyer. That was another thing we also used, which is true. I mean, you hear about the mesh, you hear it about immunizations, things of that nature. Maybe 10 years down the road, the vaccine itself will be proven to combat it more effectively. And if you want to go get it, go ahead. You know, as I said, it wants to boil down to a choice, and they wanted to take that choice from us. Now, we were pretty scoffed at, you could say. So I'm not sure the education level of this individual. I'm not sure the views of this individual, but the bias does also usually play a large part in this. So it's been a trying few weeks, and that's one reason I've decided to wind down and take a break, work on the documentary, get Yule in place, work on a few other documents, and work on a new exemption and everything else, and a blank slate for everybody else that could hopefully use it. But yeah, how about this weather, right? Another reason too is I won't be able to come out here and do a video in the next few weeks because it will be rifle season. And of course we're out here kind of hunting today. But you know, keeping in shape, dressed nice and warm. I'm going to be sitting a while anyway. But yeah, for now on, when we do stuff like this, you'll have it in a playlist. You'll have it titled. And like I said, I'm taking a break to get a lot of this stuff done. And I'm going to start organizing the playlist a little more. I'm up to 73 subs right now, and I greatly appreciate it, guys. I really do. That helps me out, helps you guys out. Hopefully get the education out there. Hopefully get things like this out. If this video gets monetized or demonetized on YouTube, you can find us on BitChute as well. And I'll start including the link to that channel. I know it's not YouTube, guys, but you know what? It's an independent, or was, or is, video hosting site, and we'll use it. I think we get to 80, we can go port to Odyssey. We're almost there. Man, I really appreciate you guys, I do. Things have been pretty good. Besides a few hiccups here and there. That's what we have been actually putting up with. So, anyways, I'm going to get to shutting up, and I'm going to set my stand. Hopefully procure some meat. And the snow's coming out of the trees, and I don't want my camera ruined. So, I'll catch you guys later. Stay heathen, stay rural. You got any questions, drop us a line. The email's in the description. Our website's in the description. Our Facebook page. Yeah, I know, Facebook. Whatever, Facebook. Also, I'm thinking about getting a Telegram up and going, which we actually do have, but I thought about writing and putting more our uncensored stuff on there, like views on polygamy, things of that nature, opinions, and, you know, more R-rated articles for the adults, you could say, and our views on that. Because I'm not exactly sure who is actually, viewing our stuff. I'm sure it tells me somewhere, I just haven't found it. But the Facebook thing, anyone can find it, anyone can look at it, and some things do get stricken from the record, you could say. There's a few things I posted that wouldn't let me post. But anyways, catch us on YouTube, BitChute, Descendants of Odin. It's an app. I really don't mean to advertise for people, but it's pretty decent. So, alright, catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.